Hello guys and welcome back to Hey Manager with me Alex, and today it's the final of the DfB Pokal Cup against Bayern Munich, episode 24. Welcome back to this series. Let's get into this one straight away as we look at where we're up to since last time. So obviously last time we won the league, but since then we've been on an absolute tear. Still 5-0 against Augsburg. Makoko getting a goal, Nonto getting his first hat trick for the club, and then Almada getting a goal in 10 minutes. So in half an hour, we were already up 5-0. Then Andre gets sent off in the 90th minute. Then again, Nonto with two in this game, a brace in this game. Marlon with the brace as well. Rooney Bargi getting a goal in there, and then also Kimpembe in the 93rd minute getting one as well. And then at home to Cologne, Thiago Almada with the brace, and Julian Brandt with the goal in the 90th minute. So that throws us into today, where we're going to be against Bayern Munich at the Olympiastadion Berlin. Massive stadium, not as big as ours though, because we're getting 81,000 people at our stadium. So how are we going to line up? Cobble in net, Gosens on the left, Kimpembe and Schlotterbeck and Maffeo. That's our strongest back four at the moment. Kimpembe in fine form, as well as the fact that Schlotterbeck's been really good for us. And I mean, he hasn't played that many times for us this year, but he's such a good player. As you can see there, he's so good, as well as the fact that he is German, so he fits in for that like German type of player that we need in this side. We're going to play Andre in the ball-winning midfielder role. He's been pretty good of late. He's been really good form. Then Royce, the Dortmund Lion, as I call him, he's going to be playing in the last game of his career because he is retiring this year. I tried to convince him not to, but he is. He's retiring in about a month's time, so that'll be Royce over. Then obviously he's signing on as a coach with us. But then Almada in the advanced playmaker position, been playing really well there. Rooney, as you can see, Rooney, by the way, look at his form in the last few games. This has been unbelievable. So let's take his last 5 games. Obviously, last time round against Cologne, didn't really contribute. But then 8.0 against Wolfsburg with 1 goal. 2 assists against Augsburg, 8.8. 8.1 against Hamburg, 1 goal. Leipzig, 7.3, 1 goal. Frankfurt, 7.5, 1 assist. Stuttgart, 1 goal, 8.1. He's been on an absolute tear since April. But yeah, over his last 5 games, been absolutely sensational. Same for Ansu Fati, by the way. I keep saying this, I want to bring him back so bad. In the last 5 games, he's managed to pick up 3 assists that he's played, but he's always putting in solid performances. In his last 7 or 8 games, I think that's 7 games, 2 goals, 3 assists. He's been really good as well. And Makoko up front, this guy, I don't think he's been in that good a form, but realistically, like in this advanced forward role, 1 assist, 1 goal, 1 goal, no contributions, 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 goal and assist when he's come back from his injuries. I've been rotating him out a little bit, but I mean, look at that. 20 goals last year, 15 goals this year. He's dropped off a little bit, but it's because he's playing as that lone striker role. He's going to progress even more so. 20 years of age, going to get even better. Yeah, I can't really slate him. Marlon's been playing fantastic recently. Same with Nonto. He's wanted by Manchester United now. 90 odd million he's worth. I think, have I got a minimum fee release clause in there? 80 million. So they're probably going to try and go in for him. Vitor Roque, a question about him. He's just not been finding the form that I've been wanting him to. He's not played many games, but when he has played, look at that, 6.3, 6.3, 6.5, 6.4. He came on against Bochum. They're at the bottom of the league and he gets an assist, 7.2. So you're expecting that sort of stuff. Just not really happening for us. So anyway, we're going to submit the team, get into the match. That's how we're going to line up. We've been playing this formation for the longest now. It's becoming probably the main formation I use for this club. As I said at the start of this year, I don't know if you remember, I did mention that this year, like the next year, I'm going to try and just literally bring in players that suit this formation, and Fati suits this formation incredibly well. I want to bring him back in. There's a player in mind I've got to play in that DM role. He might be playing for Real Madrid at the moment. He might be available for around about 40 million. We'll have to find out and see. I need to offload a few players first. But yeah, I want to try and bring in Fati and this individual. I won't spoil it for now, but I'm thinking about it. I think I've given enough away with saying Real Madrid. But anyway, let's see how we rock and roll in this one. 2 minutes 30 in, there's a highlight. Gosens picks up on this left-hand side, finds Almada, who finds Makoko. He's on the turn. He puts it in the bottom right-hand corner. Perfect finish by Makoko. He's been shying away in these big games of late, but today he's shining. He's got it 2 minutes 30 in, put it into the back of the net. Gosens plays a lovely ball down the line to Almada, who pulls it back perfectly. Great touch out of the feet to spin his man. Puts it in that bottom right-hand corner. Sommer's beat, and there we go. 1-0 up within the space of 4 minutes. But there's a highlight here for Bayern Munich as Cobble with a fantastic save as Muller tries to head it home at the near post. Cobble with a brilliant save there. Going to roll it out to Schlotterbeck now. Bayern Munich pushing up quite high here. Kimpembe can get onto the ball, and they're playing it nicely between the two of them. Into Marco Reus. They are very good defensive centre-backs, by the way, both of them. But Schlotterbeck a bit more of a ball-playing defender, than Kimpembe is unbelievable tackling-wise as it's played through towards Moukoko, and Sommer managed to smother that. We're pressing up quite high as well, actually, as you can see here. We're keeping our formation. Upamecano into De Ligt now. De Ligt into Goretzka. It's a poor pass back, and Moukoko beats him there. It's his second goal in 5 minutes. Moukoko on his toes. Goretzka with a very poor pass backwards, a really poor pass backwards. I don't know why, I've noticed this a lot this year. You either have this happen to you, or you benefit from it a lot. And the games I've played, I've never seen that happen to us. That's the thing. It's very, very not concerning, but a bit of a weird thing. Whether or not it's balanced in the favour of the player, I don't know. But I've seen people online that have said they've had it happen to them as we're coming forward once again now. 6 minutes in, Schlotterbeck into Andre. Rooney now. Can he find Moukoko? He can't. Almada. What's he going to do with it? Can he find Moukoko inside? He pulls it forward himself, and he hits the post. Maffeo follows it up. It's crossed the pot. Oh! I don't know what's happening. It's put across. Ansu Fati, I thought it was going to be a penalty. Ansu Fati's got a third and 3-0 after 6 minutes. Almada, I mean, he has a go himself. Hits the post. It comes to Maffeo. It's crossed to put across. Mokoko's tackled by Upamecano. I think that's a penalty anyway. But Ansu Fati, it's found him at the back post, and he puts it home. We're 3-0 up. We're 3-0 up. We've had 5 shots, 4 on target. I'm praising the boys. What an unbelievable start to this game. Bayern Munich, they are not the team they used to be. They really aren't. 20 minutes in, 1 shot, 1 on target for them. They're really not the team they used to be. I have knocked them off their perch completely. Almada now coming forward with it. Kimpembe, what can he do? Reus tries to play the ball forward. It's Goretzka now. Musiala coming forward. We know they're still dangerous. Musiala going down this left-hand side, puts it across towards Sane, and they've managed to get a goal back. 22 minutes in. They are still lethal, but you look at the side they've got. Musiala, the diamond in the rough, I think. De Ligt, he's just not what he's been living up to. Sane, still a very, very good player, but getting to that age now, he's getting towards that 28, 29-year-old age. Muller's got to retire sooner or later. Kimmich is moving on. He's had he's been 14 goals, 17 assists, I think, for this year for Kimmich. I mean, you can't sustain that level for long. Davies, probably another player that shouldn't be in this squad. Upamecano, we know he's not up for it. Mazraoui, he had a great season at Ajax a few years ago, but not been the same since. Goretzka in there, we know he's very good. Alvarez just not done it for them. They're playing him in a deep line forward role. That might be the reason why. Interesting one so far. 3-1 up at the half. And all I'm going to say is I'm very happy with how the team's playing. Outstretched arms. You're doing brilliantly. Just carry on. Royce not having the best of games out there. I'll probably bring him off for a standing ovation so he can have that towards the end of his career. But as long as we don't crumble, and I've been saying this many, many times about Bayern crumbling, and it could come back to bite us in the arse here, as it's played back towards Satalo, as they've gone to a 3 at the back, more of a 5 at the back maybe, as Ansu Fati picks up. They're scared of us. Schlotterbeck into Andre. Can we get this forward now? Great ball out to Gosens there. Calm and collected. Ansu Fati picks it up, plays it towards Moukoko, who's strong goal, and he fires it into Rose. Unlucky there. 85th minute, we've just settled. After going 3-0 up in such a short period of time, we've settled. Andre on a yellow card. Can we maybe bring him off? No, we won't. We'll let Gosens come off, and we'll bring on Ryerson for him. As João Mario comes forward now. He roams forward, puts it over the bar, and the 91st minute now. Great save by Cobble, that was. 91st minute, there's going to be a corner, but nothing's going to come of it, as we are declared Pokal champions. 3-0 in 7 minutes. It was just a not so confident start for Bayern, which has seen us tear into them 3-0 so quickly in a game like this. There's no coming back from that. They managed to get a goal. So Leroy Sané linking up with Musiala. But there we have it. There's the Pokal. There's the trophy as we lift it high. We lift it proud. Dormund have done the double. There's the fireworks. Should be yellow, really, in all honesty. But there's the fireworks. As there you can see me in my tracksuit. Hey manager, getting the double. We've done the double this year. We did the single last year, the double this year. Maybe we can fight on and try and get a treble, Champions League. We did all right. We beat Real Madrid. That's the big one. We beat them. We couldn't beat Arsenal. They were just too prominent in that game where we were playing at home. 3-1. Unlucky for us, but either way, what a game that was. Absolutely brilliant. You deserve to win that, and that sees us win the cup. We've got a few achievements there. We're going through them. Cup glory. Players have, we won a domestic cup. 20% of players have got that. Rack them up. Your team has a new division record for most goals scored in a season. That's a big one. And then do the double. We won the nation's top league and cup competition in the same season. 13% of people have got that one as well. So, there we have it. We've done the double. Pokal champions yet again. Leipzig have won it for the last 2 seasons in a row. They obviously beat us last year to win the Pokal. This year, we've gone and won it against Bayern Munich. We thoroughly deserved to win that game. It's been a good fight against them all season long. We just need to take it in our stride. Make sure we carry on the form. I'll just continue until we get to the final day of the season so we can look at our season summary and see how things have gone. So, yeah. See you then. So here we are for the end of season review, the 24-25 season. It's been the best season thus far on FM24. Obviously, this is the first save, but what an unbelievable save this has been. Transfers in. So we look at Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati came in for 1.5 million on a loan. 22-year-old elite winger. He's only 22 years of age. 18 goals for 6 assists, an average rating of 7.29. That's sensational. And Robin Gosens been another fantastic addition on that left-hand side. Been absolutely solid. I just needed someone a bit more secure, basically, and you can see there, I mean, his marking could be better in his position as well, but the tackling's there, the crossing's good, the first touch and the heading's brilliant, and then mentally he's sensational. Physically still got it, great stamina and pace and jumping reach and balance, getting forwards, getting backs, he's very good at doing that. So Goshen's been brilliant for us. Heddle come in and been a solid secondary keeper where we saw Cobble disappear. Heddle has really stepped up and he's really become the man, to be honest. I mean, I'm very, very, very happy with him, and if he's happy to stay here for years to come, he's going to be a solid backup keeper and even maybe like a Europa League or a Cup goalkeeper that we can rely on. Then Kim Pembe, I mean, we paid 20 million for this man. He's wanted by, I believe, Manchester United, is it? No, he's not actually wanted anymore. I thought he was wanted at one point, but I might have to give him a new contract or something because I don't want to lose him. I mean, look at that, 29 years of age. There's no release clause on him, but 17 tackling, 16 marking, 16 heading. He's just so good as a centre-back, and he's been very, very good for us. 33 apps, 6.96 rating, basically a 7 in there. Then Julian Weigl, been a pretty subpar standard player. I just needed another German player. And, I mean, at the start of the season, played very well in a 7.03 in the league. Just a nice, solid player to bring in if we needed someone in that position. We look at ourselves this season. The board are very, very pleased, and there's no doubt the final run of results at the end of the season helped us in overachieving. So, as you can see here, I know we had a pretty decent start to the year. 2 losses. We lost to Bayern, lost to Freiburg, drew with Leipzig, lost to Stuttgart. This is where I was thinking, it's going to be a difficult run-in for this season. And then all of a sudden, look at that. Frankfurt, Hamburg, Augsburg, Wolfsburg, Köln, Freiburg, Hertha Berlin, Werder Bremen, then Bayern Munich, the 2-1 win against them, Mainz, Hoffenheim, then a loss to Leipzig. I mean, look at that. Since the start of December, all the way through to the back end of the season, 1 loss. Look at these scrappy one in it sort of games. In the February region, we didn't have Cobble, so we had to play Heddle, which, we still did very well for. In the Champions League, the board are pretty pleased with it. I mean, if you look at the teams you had to play there, so obviously Celtic, the win, nice. Leipzig losing 6-0 was a tragedy. Napoli 3-2 in that one, and then Nice we beat 7-0. Porto we drew with. Real Madrid we lost 1-0, where we shouldn't have lost that game, I don't think. Young Boys and Molde we battered. Then against Real Madrid we went through. I think we went through on penalties for that one. Oh no, it was extra time, wasn't it? It was extra time. We scored in that game 1-0, and then against Arsenal at home we lost 3-1, which is disappointing for our home form, but then we drew with them away from home. A fun fact there, Arsenal went on to actually win the competition. If I scroll all the way down here, you can see in the Champions League final they beat Atletico Madrid 3-0. It was at the Allianz Arena, which would have been brilliant for us if we could have done that. But Arsenal, with Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, Saka, Havertz, Odegaard, Rice, Zinchenko, Gabriel Saliba and White, pretty much the same team as they've had for years now. They've brought in Andre Silva as well as a centre-back. 3 goals for them, Martinelli, Saka and Odegaard. They're just so good. So Arsenal, the ones that won the competition, knocked us out, so we shouldn't be too disappointed by that. The Pokal, we had a pretty hard run if you look at that. So, yes, Duisburg and Kaiser Lautern and Hamburg were nice, easy games, but then Bayer Leverkusen, Leipzig, and then Bayern Munich in the run-in. Difficult games to play there. Borussia Dortmund best 11, Makoko, Fati, Rooney, Brandt, Almada, Andre, Gosens, Tomori, Kimpembe, Mafio, and Kobel. So I think Schlotterbeck just missing out in there. Same with Schuler. German Players Manager of the Year is ourselves. We managed to win that this year. Fans Player of the Season, Ansu Fati, which screams we need to bring him back. Young Player of the Year, Almada. Signing of the Season was Gosens. Goal of the Season, Almada again. Top goal scorer, Makoko. Top assist, Makoko. Marlon with the most player of the matches, though. Highest average rating was Thiago Almada. And most passes per 90, Marco Reus playing that D-line playmaker role. Kobel with a clean sheet record this year. And Andre beating Renato Sanchez to the worst discipline. What an end to this one. So a bit of a longer episode, potentially. It depends how long I see it go on for. But thank you guys for watching this series. Season 2 is drawn to a close. It's only right that we go for Season 3. The next thumbnail, by the way, for the incoming transfers is going to be a madness. So look out for that one, and I shall catch you in the next episode. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you in the next one. From me, Alex, have a great day. Ciao.